Good day everyone and welcome to today's video where I am so freaking excited because there is a pet psychic coming to this house. So she's gonna check in and see what's going on with Daniel since he's a pet. No, I'm just kidding.
The psychic twins are shook.
The psychic twins are shook.
Again.
Again. I'm so excited. I don't know what's gonna happen when she comes in because normally when a stranger comes over, the dogs will jump up on people. But since she's a pet psychic, maybe they'll just like bow down immediately and just like praise her.
Get up on their hind legs and welcome her.
They open the door. Welcome! Are you guys excited for the pet psychic? Wolfie, we're gonna find out what's going on in your head and see why you're a little overweight. And Storm, we're gonna see why you have some anxiety issues.
Well, I can answer those questions.
Oh.
His upbringing.
What do you mean his upbringing?
When he was a child.
Before he met us?
Yes.
Well, she should be here any minute, so I can't wait to see what happens. Hi.
How are you? I was about to know.
Oh, hi, I'm
Nice
Joey.
to meet you, Joey.
Nice to meet you too. So these are the puppies.
I know. Hi.
Once one jumps up, the rest
So,
of them jump
yeah,
up.
where's the third one?
She has a bone.
Yeah, she's like, I'm good. I have a bone. Hi, babe. I know I wore black to meet huskies. That was really dumb, huh?
Okay, so I guess let's start out by you just giving me some information about you.
Cool. All right. So basically, I've always just been really into animals.
Okay.
And I thought everybody kind of talked to animals the way I do. Like, I didn't realize it was anything weird or special. Like, I just talked to them. One day, I realized, like, oh, everybody can't connect to the same way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we all do. You know your dogs. Like,
Right.
you do. I mean, just from living with them.
Yeah.
But it's interesting what people think I can do. I mean, dogs communicate. Dogs don't care necessarily about their future. They're not worried about their careers or like their love life or like they don't care. Like they're just like in the moment.
Okay.
They're here. And so when people ask me things like, my dog is peeing all over my rugs, like, can you make them stop? No, I can't. I can tell them to stop. I could maybe figure out like why they're peeing on the rug, but the dog is gonna do what the dog wants.
Okay,
like,
got it.
Same thing. Could you ask them what they like to eat? Okay, they're gonna tell me like steak. That doesn't mean you should feed them a filet mignon every night.
Right.
Like, it's just, I'm communicating with them, learning what they want to tell me, but it's not training. It's just getting to know like what they're about.
Exactly, and that's definitely like why I wanted you to come in. It wasn't like I want them to be trained. I'm just so curious about them, like what they like are thinking, what they're like. I don't know. They're dynamic and everything about them. So I guess we can just start with Storm.
Okay.
So bring him in here. Storm.
Get up here. So funny already. I could just tell he's funny already. I mean, just first of all, like Storm is actually very into what he looks like.
Yes.
Like very into this whole image. Like he's sort of like the diva kind of your dogs. Like I could totally just see him be like, this is what I am.
Yeah.
Like everybody says how pretty I am, and he likes that he's different.
It's so funny because in the morning we'll catch him just staring at himself in the mirror.
Really, dude?
I'll just be like looking
seriously?
at himself, like,
yeah, he is like, you have to talk about him. He has to be the center of attention, and he will do things to get your attention. Like I feel like more so than the other two, it's like he will do things to make himself stand out. Like saying that he's a picky eater, it's because that gives him extra attention. He gets the special food. Like it's not that he actually, believe me, if you starved him, he would eat what everybody's eating.
Right.
But he likes to be different.
Oh my gosh. He's also very stubborn. Like, if you, like, call any of the other dogs over, they'll come immediately, but with him, he'll just, like, stare at you and just be like...
It's on his own time.
It's about him.
Yeah. So, me and him have this, bond when I have, like, peanut butter and apple. He knows the sounds so well. Like, once I, like, pull a jar out from the counter, he comes running over, and he just loves peanut butter.
But he's the only one who knows that sound.
Yeah.
He's really smart.
So it's become like our routine of like every day he'll just come over whenever he hears that noise and I give him the peanut butter.
Like I feel like he even knows like the cabinets. He knows like he just knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his thing. I mean, he likes being the one that's a little bit different. He's very into what he looks like. Like those are his outstanding features. Like he's like everybody needs to stop. and say that I'm pretty.
Uh-huh.
And then he's showing me something about, so did you get him second?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's showing me there was already a dog here when you got him.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, you know, I came in and your whole life was your dog.
Right.
Because I think in your head, he said when he came in, it was almost like you were like, well, I want to get a puppy so that our dog isn't lonely.
Yeah.
And like, whatever. And he was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, A, I'm not a dog.
Yep.
B, I am gonna be your dog.
Exactly.
It wasn't like he didn't want to just be another dog or like a playmate. Like he wanted to be a standout. So he's showing when he was a puppy, like he had to work at figuring out ways to be different.
Yeah, when we first got him, we had him in the crate when he was meeting Wolf, and he just started growling, and he became like the dominant one.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So
Wolf, even though he
funny.
was bigger and older, like was so submissive to Storm.
Well, he's telling me like Wolf is just very kind of easygoing, and
Yeah.
Wolf's the one that's like he does what you want. Like he's the most
Right.
obedient one,
Yeah.
and Wolf is kind of the one. So like in your head, you're like, oh my god, it'll be so easy to get another puppy. He'll follow
Right.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Like that's what you were saying,
Yep. Nope.
and that was not what he was like. I'm not following anyone.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Lark now.
Lark!
Oh.
Is this the puppy?
Yes.
Are you a puppy?
He is. Oh god.
So Lark is definitely a dog and loves being a dog. Like, you know what I mean? Where Storm's like, I'm not really a dog.
Yeah.
Lark's like, oh, I'm a dog. And
Yeah.
I'm good with that. And I don't mind that. And I want to be a dog. So Lark is showing me that when you brought her in, also a baby, right? Did you, like pretty young?
Yeah.
She actually loved that there were other dogs here.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
it made her feel like, oh, okay. Like I feel like she was really nervous, and then as soon as she saw the other dogs, she was like, yes, okay. And like I will do whatever you guys say. Like she wants to be with them. Like
Yes.
she wants them to tell her what to do. And she's like, all right, we're going outside. No, okay. Oh, we're doing this now. We're barking. We're walking. We're like whatever they're doing. Like she wants to be part
Yeah,
of it.
she was like that when we first got her, but the role quickly changed to like she now wants to rule them.
Well, because she's a baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but like I'm like what I'm seeing is when she got in as a puppy, like that made her feel really confident, like
Yeah.
about being here and not scared. Lark is very, and it just could be the age, but I'm just noticing that like everything is exciting and new, and I have to check out everything at the same time, and I can't really
Yes.
focus. And like literally, my brain right now is
Yep.
like, oh, I want to tell you about this. Oh, and I have all these favorite toys, and oh my god, I like this phone, and oh my god, I want to go outside. Like literally, she wants everything at the same time.
Yes.
Like I feel like she's the protector as well, even
Yeah.
though she seems to be like, oh, I want everything. Like she would protect the two of you.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever there's a noise, she'll always just like do like her deep bark, like boom. Like she sounds like a man.
Well, it's interesting because what she's telling me is like, we all have a job. Like she's concerned about them all having a job, even though I don't think you guys like put that on them.
Yeah.
But she's literally like, we all need a job. And
Yeah.
my job is to protect.
Yes.
You guys and this house and my yard and my fence and my tree and
But
like.
we always joke that she thinks that her job is to like protect and to kiss us.
Like she's probably the one that like destroys furniture.
Okay.
And like, you know, if left alone, like she would probably.
Okay.
Yeah, well, she's never been left alone.
No, we've always put her in a
Oh.
crate, so we don't really know.
Yeah. well,
One
that's
time
smart.
she was in a crate and we put literally a thick blanket over her because she likes the dark, and it was
Yeah,
pulled
just
the
pulled it all in.
entire crate,
Yeah.
the entire blanket into the crate. Like it's you
Destroy
couldn't
it.
do that. Yeah, like
Just
Oh my God.
totally
there was a
ripped to
blood
shreds.
mark on the blanket.
Yeah.
She like wanted it in so
Yeah.
bad, or wanted that.
She is gonna be the one that has like the most anxiety.
But she got herself out that way because she made like
A hole.
an
opening.
opening in the metal.
in the crate.
Yeah.
And it was literally this big when she got out.
She squeezed out.
Yeah, she's super smart.
None of them like the crate.
Yeah. none
Well,
of them.
I mean, because they're not in it that much. Like they're
Yeah.
showing me like it's very like
Right.
once in a
Very
while.
rare.
So Storm is like, I want to be able to do whatever I want, and I feel like if the crate was left open with a blanket on it, Storm would probably go in there.
He
Like,
does. Sometimes he
he,
eats in there.
I was thinking,
We'll
she,
stay in
it's so
there.
funny. He would go in there, and that's fine. But like when you tell him it's time to go in the crate, it's like, no, you don't get to tell me when I get to go to the crate. Like I tell you when I go to the crate.
Exactly.
And then Wolf, I feel like actually is like, I don't have to go in the crate. Like I'm like the good guy here. Like
Right.
I should be able to like lay on the couch when you guys are, or whatever. Like he just wants to like, I don't actually even think he cares about the
I
couch,
think we
but
should get Wolfie in here
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
it's so interesting. they're really different. Like, which when you see them
Yeah.
together at first, you don't think they're that different,
Right.
but then when you start to actually,
Wolfie,
you are my favorite.
Here, he's everyone's favorite.
Oh
he's
my
especially
God.
mine, and we tell him that all the time.
I know, thank you. I know. Oh, like he's the one like that made my heart go.
Yeah.
He's just, you
He's
are
our
just
sweet
such a sweet boy, huh? So he's a person.
Okay.
He's not a dog.
Yeah.
He's a person. All right, so Wolf wants me to, he actually is the one that's like, I think you should tell them.
Yeah.
So he just appreciates like the life that you give him so much. Like he said, like when you got him as a puppy, like very skinny and like, did he have like worms or
Yeah, he
something?
did.
Yeah, because
He
he's
did.
showing me like, he was sickly. Like
Yes.
not
He was
dying sickly, but
a
sickly.
rescue. We found him in downtown.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just feel like, yeah.
Worms. It was awful.
He couldn't eat for a month.
Oh, and was he like
Yeah.
very like he was telling me like he didn't look like his fur was like
Yeah,
like
he
dry and like patchy and like I feel like he even had like flaky skin and
Yeah.
he's just showing me that he was a mess.
Yeah.
And you guys got him and like he as soon as you held him, he was like, okay, I'm home. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be okay.
The
Like,
moment that he like was given to me by the guy, we were like outside his house at night. He like immediately like nuzzled into me, and like we were just going to see him, and like right when he just like cuddled in with
You're
me,
not-
he
you're not.
was. It was like a done deal.
Yeah.
Bobby, come here. Get up here. Come on.
But he's just so appreciative. Like I can't tell you. Like he loves you guys so much, and it's like he just wants me to thank you for taking him out of that situation because I feel like I mean he was baby,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
like 8, 9,
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah.
8, 9 weeks old. But he is like they just didn't care. Like I
Yeah.
feel like they were just left in the yard.
Yeah, we don't really know like where he came from. Like we didn't see his parents or anything. Like the people who gave him to us were just so sketchy, and
Yeah.
like we don't
I
really
found
know
him,
anything about.
Like at a fabric store. This guy was just holding him and like trying to get rid of him inside the store, and he was tiny.
And it was just him.
It was just him, and Joey had said that he wanted a husky, and I'm like, this dog needs a home for sure.
Yeah.
He was so
And
cute.
so then we went a couple days later and got him.
Yeah.
Like, and at first, I think when Storm was a baby, in his head, he was like, all right, I'm gonna whip him into shape. And then it was just like exhausting.
Right,
Like, he's
yeah.
just like, this is exhausting. And if that's who you wanna be and you wanna be the center of attention and you, do it. Like,
Okay.
I am not gonna fight for that, you
Yeah.
know? But I don't think that he's depressed about it. I think it's just like a maturity thing. And I think like he quicker than either of them, because I mean, Storm is 2.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an adult dog,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
feel like he just matured fast. Like he's like an old soul.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the word I was looking for. Like he just knows. Like he's just like, you know what, it's fine.
Okay.
And then when Lark came in, I think it's almost like he sits back and like rolls his eyes at them. Like he's just like, oh my god.
Yes.
Like, I
And
just
they
can't.
both gang up on him. They're so mean to him. Like he'll
Because they want to play.
And he's
right.
not.
And
Yeah.
they'll like
They'll like sit there and bite his arms. And
yeah, they'll
like,
each at
And he
beside
just-
of him.
He's just like, until he gets pissed.
Yeah.
And then he tells me, he's like, if I put them in their place, like
Yeah.
they'll stop.
Yeah.
Because he's, I mean, obviously, like stronger than both of them. But he's just one of those people, like, I call him a person because he's one of those people.
Yeah.
That, you know, those people that just will just take it and take it and take it and then they freak out. Like,
Yeah.
that's him.
Well, cool. So how can people find out more about you or
Well,
social media and stuff?
Social media,
Okay.
so we're at Wagmore Hotel.
Okay.
And then we have a YouTube channel too,
Oh,
which is
cool.
Wagmore Hotel.
Awesome.
And you see me with mostly my animals, like my pigs, and there's my favorite one is me bathing a pig, which isn't an easy thing to do. Yeah, but
Okay.
check out Wagmore Hotel.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and
Thanks,
speaking
guys.
to my dogs.
Thank you for letting me meet them. It was a
Yeah, of
pleasure.
Alrighty, so Melissa just left and oh my gosh.
Did you guys like that? Did you tell her all the secrets? Huh?
You are a funny one. So anyways, that was really crazy. We learned a lot. It actually more so solidified a lot of the things that we were thinking about the dogs. So it was cool to get like a second opinion of someone who like can speak to them. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big ol' thumbs up and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good damn bye.